probably I don't want to know if she actually has some notes on the ticket. You gotta give me 1 minute. I have to open for it. Good morning. The 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Tenisha Yancey presiding. While court is in session, there will be no talking, sleeping, lying down, no driving, no wearing of any head garments unless it's for religious purposes only, no chewing of any gum or reading of any material. And you must be properly dressed when the judges ask you to turn on your cameras. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, and good morning to all of you on YouTube. Are the parties ready to proceed on Christian Brown?
We are, Your Honor.
Can you just bring me notes on the ticket?
Now calling the people versus
Please, just put it up on.
Nicole Browner, ticket number SP 143371711. Driving unregistered untitled vehicle. Please state your appearance for the record.
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
morning. Amari Hatcher, P74935, appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record.
Kristen Nicole Browner.
Your Honor, we do have recommendations for dismissals on all counts. She has provided valid documentation.
Is there more than one count on the docket today?
Maybe it was just a no registration, Your Honor.
And I asked because there was a civil infraction for no proof of insurance.
Yeah, she showed both copies. So the prosecution indicated that they were dismissed. So
Okay, so the one count of driving unregistered untitled vehicle is the only one on the docket. The other one is already in default.
She paid.
Oh, I'm sorry, that she's already paid. She's already paid the no proof of insurance ticket, so the court will accept or adopt the recommendation from the people and dismiss the driving unregistered untitled vehicle without prejudice. Ma'am, you're free to go. Make sure you're keeping the documents in the vehicle with you at all times.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Judge, so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you, Attorney Hatchet.
Judge,
appreciate
I
it.
need a 1 second recess.
Okay.
You're free to go, Miss Browning.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So I don't need anything else for you guys. I'm all set.
No, you paid your one ticket and then this one is gonna be dismissed, so there's no fees or fines on this one at all.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Sorry about that.
One moment, Ms. Hatch. Ready on Mr. Is it Mr. or Mrs. Bibbs?
Yes.
It's Ms. Bibbs.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, now calling the people versus Darice Bibbs, ticket number P 1424879, count one, improper plate. Count two, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Amari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Darice Bibbs.
What's your name?
Your Honor, we do have recommendations for dismissals on both counts. She did provide valid documentation.
What's your last name? Jenny? What's the first name?
And is it in her name or is it the 2001 Pontiac that was in question?
It was the Pontiac.
Okay. Ms. Bibbs, I want you to keep those documents in the vehicle with you at all times now, but this case is gonna be dismissed without prejudice due to the fact that you did show an officer of the court that you do have valid documentation. Just keep them in the vehicle with you when you're driving.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that concludes your matter. You're free to go.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
36 District Court on the first floor. No, 36 District Court said on the first floor.
Ready on Briggs, now calling the people versus Leotis Jamer Briggs Jr., ticket number X 4173433, count one, motor vehicle, no insurance, operation without security. Please state your opinion for the record, starting with the attorney.
Question, do you have your document?
Good morning, Your Honor. Amari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name, sir.
Judge Yancey?
Mr. Briggs, I'm
You
your
on
phone.
record.
Your Honor, are you saying Mr. Bridges?
No, it was Briggs. Leotis Briggs.
So Mr. Briggs is not in the courtroom right now. Did you want me to bring him in?
Yeah, are you ready for him?
If we have a plea, he sent documents into the court. I don't have a plea yet for him.
Where did he send them to? Do you know?
CR335.
Oh, yeah, we don't have access to that.
Okay.
We have dismissals on Birch and
I need that.
Belton.
So the documents that he sent to the court, so the court, they don't usually send them to us, especially on the day of the exam or the day of the hearing, because it takes some time for it to go through from my courtroom email to actually get to my courtroom. Physically. So are you able to verify his documents any other way?
He didn't have insurance card, so, and it's a state matter, so, state prosecutor likes to see them. And I wasn't gonna provide her email, so.
Do you want to reschedule this?
We can,
I don't-
if that, yeah, she's not in here. I don't know what else, I can.
Did you reach out to her, or do you need me to reach out to her?
You can reach out to her if you like.
So nobody has talked to her yet?
I haven't talked to her. No, I have not. He just
Okay.
signed in very late. Everybody else is ready except for him.
Okay, so we're ready on Bridges, you said?
Yes. Bridges, Birch, Belton, both Bridges. We have two.
Go ahead.
Now call the people versus Stanley Deontay Bridges, ticket number P 1419680, count one, driving while license suspended, count two, improper left turn. Please state your opinions for the record.
Amari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Stanley Deontay Bridges.
Your Honor, we have a recommendation for Mr. Bridges to plead responsible to one count of blockading. He did provide valid documentation with respect to the driver's license offense.
Okay, and that's your understanding, Mr. Bridges?
Yes, ma'am.
And you wish to accept the plea for, you're gonna plead responsible to a civil infraction of blockading, that's $175 fine, is that what you wish to do?
Yes, ma'am.
So the court enters a plea of guilt or plea of responsible for blockading, on your behalf, we would dismiss the driving while license suspended without prejudice. And for the blockading ticket, the court is gonna assess $175 fee. Are you able to pay that within the next 2 weeks?
Yes, ma'am. I could pay it today if possible.
Yes.
So yeah, you can pay it today if you like. I am still gonna give you 2 weeks to pay it. If it's not paid by June 13th, I do need you to appear back here on this Zoom at 8:30 that morning.
Okay. Do I go online? Can I go online to pay it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You can go to 36districtcourt.org and pay it online, or there's a list of kiosks in your neighborhood that you can go into and pay it,
Okay.
okay? You can
Do I
always
need?
pay it in person at 36th district, but there's parking fees and all those things.
Okay, I could. Yes, ma'am.
All right, you need the ticket number?
Yes, ma'am. Give me let me write this down real quick. Okay. What is it? Please.
P, I have, it's P as in Paul, 141-96801. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 2802.
P is in Paul 141968802.
Yeah, and put SP, I'm sorry, put SP 141-96802.
SP 141968802.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I've got
Right
it.
here, that $175, and don't forget, if you don't pay it today or tomorrow, and if it's not paid by June 13th, then you do need to appear back here on this Zoom on June 13th at 8:30 a.m.
Yes, ma'am. I'll pay it today.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Hatcher.
No worries. Have a great day.
You too.
He's on a record call. Okay.
Now calling the people versus. You did say we were ready for everyone else, right? Okay. Now calling the people
Courtroom is
versus
ready.
Stephen Joseph Birch, ticket number P 142-9131, count 1, driving unregistered untitled vehicle, count 2, improper place. Please state your appearance for the record.
Amari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Stephen Birch.
Your Honor, we do have a recommendation for dismissal. Mr. Birch has provided valid documentation.
Okay, is that for the 2011 Chevy?
That is correct.
Thank you, Mr. Birch, for giving your documents in order. Make sure you're keeping those documents in the vehicle with you at all times, sir. These matters will be dismissed without prejudice. You are free to go.
Thank you, Judge, and thank you, Ms. Hatcher.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Appreciate your time.
Belton is also a dismissal, Your Honor.
Okay. I already have Birch in my hand. I'm gonna call this one and then I'll do the belts in that. Now calling the people versus Tyrone Eugene Burks. Ticket number U 646-17622, one count of disorderly conduct. Please state your names for the record.
Amari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Yes, Tyrone Eugene Burks.
Your Honor, Mr. Burks is going to enter into a guilty plea under a 6-month delayed sentence.
Okay. All right, Mr. Burks, is that what you wish to do?
Yes, ma'am.
And you had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Hatcher in the breakout room. She advised you of your rights?
Yes, you did.
And did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes,
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
yes,
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
yes,
You can put your hand down, turning your attention to November 12, 2022, where you at 12717 Griner Street in the city of Detroit?
yes, ma'am.
And Counselor, would you like to voir dire, or would you like him to just tell the court what he did on that day to make him guilty of disorderly conduct?
And at the time you were at that location, sir, were you asked to leave that location?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you still remain at the time that the police arrived at that location?
Yes, I did.
And were you issued a ticket for loitering at that time?
Yes,
Satisfied, Your Honor?
I think I have one. Is it disorderly or loitering? Oh, it was loitering. I did state it wrong on the record. I would like to restate on the record that it was, the ticket violation was for loitering and not disorderly conduct. That was my mistake. And yes, I am satisfied, Counselor. The people will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Burks for loitering. And Mr. Burks, whose home were you at?
at the time it was my girlfriend's home.
Okay, so I'm gonna enter a guilty plea on behalf of, on your behalf for the loitering. It's gonna be on was it 6 month or 3 month delay, Ms. Hatcher?
To your pleasure, Your Honor. The recommendation was 6 months.
I'm gonna adopt the people's recommendation for the 6 months. Mr. Burks, I don't expect you to have contact with her. What's her name?
Cerise Williams.
What is it?
Cerise Williams.
And are you still, it's your ex-girlfriend, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So no contact with Cerise Williams while you're in this delayed sentencing. Also, I would expect for you not to get any further tickets or have any police contact at all. And definitely, again, no contact with the Cerise Williams, the person who called the police on that day.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm also gonna assess a fine of $220 in this matter, sir. And by the time you come back, you should be able to have that paid. Your
Okay,
return
so,
date-
excuse me, so I can go on, because I have half of the money right now to pay half right now. So I can go pay half and then pay the other half when I get it.
You can, yep, you can go online and pay half, you can pay the 110 and then go online and pay the other 110 at anytime between now and November 30th, but you will return here on this Zoom. I believe we'll still be on Zoom. You'll return here in this courtroom either on Zoom or in person, depending on what the status is, on November 30th at 8:30 a.m. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
you have any more questions?
So I go on to 36th District.
Hatcher, I already handled your case.
You can go on 36districtcourt.org, correct,
Okay,
and pay it online. You're free to go.
all right, thank you.
Have a good day, and we'll see you back on November 30th at 8:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right.
I had no notes. Now calling the people versus Shaida Latrice Belton, ticket number SP 1435180, count one, no valid, no valid registration. Count two, no insurance.
I'm muted.
Misdemeanor. Please state your opinion for the record, starting with the attorney.
Amari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record, ma'am.
State your name for the record. We need you to be still, Ms. Belton.
State your name, ma'am.
Saida Belton.
Your Honor, we have recommendations for dismissals on both counts. She has provided valid documentation.
Okay, and that
Or
is for
shall be
the
approved.
2014 Chevy.
Yep.
Ms. Belton, are you still? Are you being still? Are you walking? All right, so that's the registration and proof of insurance that's been shown to the court will acknowledge that therefore, these matters will be dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Belton, you are free to go.
Excuse me, Your Honor, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, let me know, what didn't you hear?
I didn't hear the end of it when you were giving
So
your ruling.
both her matters, both counts, 1 and 2 will be dismissed without prejudice for valid docs.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We have Yvonne. No, you don't.
Now calling the people versus Lathair Baldwin, ticket number SP 101504221, one count of operating without a license, ticket number SP 116097811, one count of improper place. Please state your opinion for the record.
Amari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record.
Mr. Baldwin, you have to unmute your phone and state your name for the record.
I'm sorry. Look, my name is Lathair Nico Baldwin.
Now he's trying to be.
Mr. Baldwin, this matter is set for a review. This matter was set for a review. It looks like you took a plea to both the operating without a license and the improper place. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And did the court assess fines and fees in this matter?
See, that's what I've been trying to explain to your clerk. I did make this court appearance on the 10th of April, like you told me to. But this is what happened. I got bonded out on the warrants by a bail bondsman. She gave me the wrong information for your courtroom on Zoom. So when I came back April 10th, I was sitting in another courtroom, the courtroom number she gave me. And when they got to me, they told I'm here for traffic tickets. My judge is Yancey, blah, 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 blah. Well, you in the wrong courtroom. They gave me your correct courtroom number. I switched over to your courtroom. I explained all of this to you. We went through this. You told me then, no fines, no fees, nothing. That I was free to go. But your clerk says there's no record of this. I know I was in this courtroom via Zoom, April 10th, like you told me to be.
Tell me, were you, and I could be confusing you with someone else, and I'm trying to remember this situation. Were you incarcerated?
Yes, I was in the Wayne County. I got arrested April the 10th, 2021. I have documents to prove that right here.
And I waived your fines and fees due to the fact that you have been you were in jail pre-trial, but then found not guilty. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm disabled. I was shot in the back of the head. I've been in a wheelchair since 2018.
So the court did, more than likely, I waived it that day, and unfortunately, we did not have the clerk that I have today, so it didn't get entered into the system correctly. Key point is that they entered a price into the system that I never ever ordered. So I know that this was the mistake of the clerk on that day. So let the record reflect that I did waive his fines and fees on that day. I will waive them again just to make sure that it's entered into the system correctly. And Mr. Baldwin, you are free to go.
So
thank you very much, Judge.
So we're only waiving the two that you saw that you were in front of me on. There were other outstanding matters that you had before I even took the bench, okay? That I don't have anything to do with those matters. You will need to contact the court though to get a list of a list of whatever outstanding fines and fees you had before you came before me.
Okay, I have a list right here.
Okay, so that is just gonna take care of, you can cross off the ticket number SP 101-50422, and you can cross off SP 116-09781. Those are the two that I'm taking care
of. Okay.
Okay. Good luck on the rest of your matter.
Thank you very much for your time and consideration. Thank you,
No
Attorney.
worries.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye. Now I got to figure this out.
Now calling the people versus, I'm sorry, is it Marvin or Marvin?
It's really Marvin, but my mama pronounced it as Marvin when I was born, and the nurse spelled it exactly the way my mama said it, but it's just Marvin.
But it's spelled MARLVIN, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And pronounced Marvin. Now calling people versus Marvin Martin Bridges, ticket number SP 129-49441. One count of driving while license suspended. Ticket number SP 128-02461. One count of driving while license suspended. Ticket number SP 136-3744. Count 1, driving while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. And count 3, unregistered, driver unregistered untitled vehicle. Please state your appearance for the, no, one more, I'm sorry, actually several more. Also, ticket number SP 837369, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor, count 2, driving while licensed, driving without a driver's license. And then we have other matters that were scheduled for 8:30 a.m. Ticket number SP 13965, no, scratch that. Ticket number SP 1396351, count 1, driving while license suspended, count 2, improper plate. Ticket number SP 1396391, 1 count of unregistered untitled vehicle. Ticket number SP 1396431, 1 count of operating. I'm sorry.
Operating with open alcohol drinking.
Open alcohol in a vehicle as a driver. Please state your appearance for the record, Counselor.
Amari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Marvin Bridges.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for trial on Mr. Bridges' multiple matters. We did have one officer, Tyreek Reed, check in this morning. Mr. Bridges is going to take a plea with respect to 2 of those tickets. The recommendation is that he plead to failure to display and improper plates. And the 3rd count would be dismissed with respect to that officer. With respect to the other charges, we do not have officers present today. It is now 10:38 a.m. So we do ask that those other counts be dismissed due to no police officer.
That also discussed as part of the plea agreement with Mr. Goss,
That is correct, Your Honor.
or taken into consideration. Mr. Bridges, you had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Hatcher in the breakout room. Did she advise you of your rights?
Yes.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down, turning your attention to June 17, 2022. Were you driving, I believe this is a 2005 Chevy?
Chrysler.
Chrysler, thank you.
Yes.
And were you in the area of Puritan and Potowski in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir? Did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir? Uh-oh, we're having a little bit of a, Madam Court Reporter, are you able to hear him?
No, Your Honor, I can't hear him.
Mr. Bridges, I need you to speak a little more clearly, and it may just be your connection. But on 6/17/2022, did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Okay. And when asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so? Say it again. Quick.
No.
Don't move. Don't move. When, you know what? I'm gonna turn your camera off because I think that may have something to do with the delay. Okay, one more time. When asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and then, were you able to produce a valid, proof of insurance?
No, ma'am.
Satisfied, Counselor? Satisfied, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so the
Satisfied.
court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Bridges on the amended charge of failure to display. On ticket number ending in 7441 and 7442, we will enter a guilty plea on the amended charge of improper plates. All other matters will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Bridges, are you currently working?
No, ma'am. I just lost my job April 28th.
Okay, so I would usually assess a fee of $220 in each of these matters, or even, Yeah, I would go 200 in this matter. Are you willing to do 400 hours or 40 hours of community service in lieu of the $400?
No, I'll be accepting unemployment within the next 2 weeks, so I'll do the $400.
Okay, I'll give you a little bit of time to pay, 'cause unemployment is not gonna pay you that much. So we'll give you 90 days to pay the $400. If I were you, I would get on a payment plan with the 36th District Court just to stay on task. But you have until August 30th. If it's not paid by August 30th, you do.
How do I get on the payment plan, Your Honor?
That's a date. That's a.
Your Honor, how do I get on the payment plan?
You actually have to come into the court to get placed on the payment plan. You have to be here in person, go to the cashier's office and ask them to place you on a payment plan.
Okay,
But you will need 25% in order to be placed on the payment plan. I'm assessing a fee for $200 for improper place and $200 for the failure to display. And it all must be paid by August 30th, in whatever way you choose to do it. If you don't put on a payment plan, or if you just put yourself on a payment plan and just go online and pay $100 every time or $50 every time you get your unemployment check, that will pay it down until you return to work. But it must be paid by August 30th. If it's not paid in full by August 30th, then appear back here on this Zoom and ask for more time.
okay,
All right, you're free to go.
thank you. Thank you, Attorney Hatchett.
No problem. Have a great day.
You too.
One moment, ladies. Ms. Cole. Thank you for joining us. I believe that there was
She talked to me.
oh, you've already spoken to them on the matter that they called you on?
I think it's Mr. Leotis Briggs. I spoke with Attorney Hatcher, and that's going to be dismissed because he has valid documentation.
Okay, and he sent you the documents?
Yes,
Because he tried to get them to the court, but we're not able to get them right away.
yes, he did. Thank you.
Thank you. Are you ready on that matter?
Yes.
Okay, one moment. Just put my last one, no, on the last one. Oh, you just have a file.
Who was that?
That last one, you just gave me 2 ROAs, right?
Yeah.
I just want to try. I was ready to bring you up. Is he, okay, thank you for bringing them in the courtroom. Now calling the People versus Leotis. Jamer Briggs, ticket number, junior, ticket number X 417-3433. One counter motor vehicle, no insurance, operation without security. Please state your appearances for the record.
Amari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record.
Leotis Briggs.
Your Honor, we do have a recommendation for a
Sorry,
dismissal.
Ms. Cole, whether to go on the record or not, she doesn't have to. I just thought that she was getting ready to place her name on the record. I apologize for interrupting.
I'm sorry.
I'll call on behalf of the people.
Counselor?
Your Honor, we do have a recommendation for dismissal. The defendant has provided valid documentation per the prosecution that is present in court today.
That is correct. I'm satisfied with the insurance certificate that he showed me.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Cole. And the court acknowledges that an officer of the court, Ms. Cole, has verified that Mr. Briggs does in fact have auto insurance, therefore the matters will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Briggs, make sure you're keeping that document as well as your registration in the vehicle with you at all times, sir.
Got it.
Got it?
You got it.
Good. Have a good day.
You too as well.
Is that it, Attorney Hatcher?
Yes,
If you need-
that's it for
okay.
you. Have a great day.
Okay,
Okay,
thank
bye.
you. Email me if you need me for anything.
Okay.
Thank you. Do we have anyone else in the breakout room?
You have one formal hearing.
Okay.
And I believe the officer signed in
He did, Officer Robinson. He had to go to 3 other courtrooms, I believe. I can get him back in though.
did you need for me to stay on since she's representing herself?
Oh, she's representing herself?
She's supposed to in a formal hearing.
Um,
We don't represent in formal hearings
yeah,
because there's no prosecution. So
I actually need her to be
in
No.
person, that's what I told her.
in
Maybe,
person, but she has to be able to have a camera.
yeah, I kind of
Well,
figured.
I asked you if did you want me to come down there? Because I could have came down there.
Who are you talking to, Miss Brevard?
No, I'm talking to the young lady who said, when she told me that I needed to be in there, and I asked her if it was necessary. When I found out it was necessary for me to be there, I said, well, I can come down there. And I could have came down there because I had no idea I was supposed to be there.
Slow down, Ms. Brevard. First of all, the young lady is Attorney Hatcher, and because she
Okay, well, I
doesn't
apologize.
Ms. Brevard, I'm speaking still. So, and because she is not your attorney, she could not tell you what I would require as the judge. She can only tell you what she may have thought or at that time. So now that I am bringing you into the courtroom for the first time, I'm aware that you're out on the phone and not on Zoom. Do you have a device that you can get onto where you can actually turn on a camera, like an iPhone or an iPad or even a computer with a camera?
Okay, so let me see if I can have somebody to help me do it because I'm at work and again, I'm sitting out in my car. So if I can have somebody to help me. Pardon me?
Go ahead and see what you can do. I'm gonna put you on mute while you do, and before we call the officer back. Okay, Ms. Hatcher, you're free to go.
Okay, thank you. You guys have a great day.
You too. Ms. Brevard, when you're ready to speak to me, press *6 on your phone and then I can hear you.